Many months later, 12 o'clock midnight.
Right, welcome to RC Cars R Us. Just do a little bit of follow-up of the steering collets on this Casio Neo. The parts have come in, and also I think I might have bought the part that I thought was missing for nothing. When I went off video the last time you saw me, I thought I had lost a collet. Now, I walked away from the car. I must have been tired. I walked away from the car, ordered the parts, and also ordered some spare drive cups for the front here. I only ordered a pair, so I thought I lost one of these. When I came back to the car to see exactly any more parts I ordered, I found something, but I left it where it is so I can show you guys. 1 second. I don't know if you've got a little bit less light there, but I've gone into a little bit of a dark mode because I'm in the workshop and I've got a blazing light outside. I could put the blind down. 1 second. There you go. Just put it back on. I saw something and I said, oh my god, I've just ordered that, and then realised I missed out on ordering these cups here, these output cups. They're at the back and at the front. But yeah, so I've made 2 orders. That means I've paid postage twice, in other words. So where my finger is, you can just see the part resting there. Now when I looked at it, this fuel tube is in the way, so I didn't see it. It looks like to me it was actually shoved underneath the fuel tank and I didn't see it. So when I put the car upside down, the fuel tank was actually holding it. It was only when I sort of moved the car around I thought, oh, what's that come out? And yeah, it's here. I mean, I don't mind too much, because if this breaks, the one thing you do lose when you're in a hurry is those. I think they should do something where they, I don't know, whether they should make them kind of like a serrated edge, so they hold into the plastic. Not a little bit bite into the plastic, so they kind of hold. But I know when you're doing these in a rush, potentially you can lose these and they roll off somewhere, especially like if you go to tracks where they use decking, and as soon as you lose a screw it goes in between the decking and then onto the sandy floor and you don't see it again. So I'm kind of glad I got them, but I didn't really want to buy them right now. So first things first, what we're going to do, what my plan is today, is put the grub screw, put all the hex on, put the grub screw in, make sure I Loctite it in as well. Take this back off, get it all up, shim it up as well, because this one seems really nice shimmed. It seems so much less loose shimmed with that little bit of shim there. I did put it on this side ready for when I do get the collet, it'll be the same. You've got screws on the back of this, I noticed, so that's a good sign. But I might change these to actually cap heads, which is a little bit better. If I need to get these out, they're a lot more better than the Phillips, and hopefully I can change all of these to cap heads, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen, because cap heads with plastic biting threads is quite hard to get hold of. Part numbers. So I bought drive cups here. I hope they're the same ones. They don't seem like they are. Well, they seem like a newer style. So it looks like to me I bought the wrong parts. Right. I'll throw it up there, that's where it stays. So this is the other one, the knuckle arm collets. You see, this is what happened last time. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking the camera. Look. So I'm just going to prove to you now that, well, prove to myself that I'm right. So we're going to take this off. Oh no, I can't even. Let's give it a bash. There you go. So exactly that's what's happened. Oh look, and these ones are, look how different these ones are. So is that telling me that's why that's got so much play in it? That is, isn't it? See the whole diameter size. Sorry, I put that in focus a little bit. Whole diameter size is different. Okay. Oh god, look. See, it's just. Okay, I'm going to turn my computer on just to check those shafts, because I'm wondering if they. It says MP9, but I'm sure I looked on the manual, they were 412. Unless when I ordered it on the actual website, that gave me an equivalent. While the computer's firing up, what we're going to do is, first things first, computer's fired up. Give me 1 second. I just want to see exploded view. Because I ordered the bevel. I've done something else as well. I'm just going to tell you about that in 1 second. I'm just going to check my order. Right, I'm just going to go off camera. I'm just going to try and find out exactly what's going on here, because I'm pretty sure I ordered the other ones and he might have given me this ones thinking they fit, or it could have been me. So just give me a minute. I'm just going off camera and I'll be back.
A few moments later.
I'm back now. So it looks like to me, you know what, Casio tend to do this. When I rebuilt the GX21, I had two of the same part numbers, but the actual part inside looked different. One was like a different design. I went with the original design that was the same as the actual engine, and the other one I'm actually going to put on eBay. I didn't even put it on there yet, but like I'm actually going to put it on eBay because I don't know nothing about the size. And it was the same with the carburetor that I bought for that. The rubber washer went at the bottom of the carb on the old one, but on the new one it went, or was it the other way around? Yeah, no, it went at the bottom of the carb on the old one, and at the top, and the new one, the rubber ring sat up the top and it fitted into the groove into the crankcase. Occasionally I tend to do this. Now I'm looking on the manual here, and on the manual that's the correct part number for this thing. It says, yeah, Inferno Neo 3. Underscore exploded view. So this is 3.0. Everything is correct. All the other part numbers are correct on this. It's just so that IF7 is the correct one, but the part in here looks different. So Casio, they tend to do this all the time. So we're going to find out with these top hats. I call them top hats because they just look like little mini top hats, but they're actually collets. That's the part number, knuckle, arm, collar, 4 pieces. These holes look smaller to me, and these holes look bigger. So even though I've got a bit of play in here, I'm thinking about I might have to take the shim out and put the new ones in, because they're going to hold along the tighter, they're going to hold the screw a lot tighter. So I want to see the difference between the two. So I'll do this one, because this was only got one in it. I'll put new ones in this one without the shim and see what's the better fitment. And then, boy, I don't know with these, but I've ordered the right ones. I thought I ordered the wrong ones, but they're actually the right part number. I'm going to triple and double check that with the manual. I'm actually going to go to the website and double check that I've downloaded the right thing. But it says up there Inferno Neo 3_0. If anyone can tell me the reason of that, you're welcome. So let's take this out. Just make sure I'm not going a bit doolally and seeing this is the same one that I actually fitted from before and it's just dropped out again. I do have a full set, but I suppose it's good to keep a small set. Let's have a look at the difference between this and this. Whether that's wear or anything like that, I don't really know. Look at that. You can see the massive difference in the hole size. Look at that. You see it blatantly. And if you can't see that, let me just get my cheap vernier. Oh no, I left my vernier in the house. Let me have a look. Yeah, see that fits where it doesn't want to fall out. I'm going to go off camera and just double and triple check. Go and get my vernier in the house, and the other tools I need to get out of the house. Actually, I need to bring back in here. So I'm going to measure the whole of these and measure the whole of these, because these look bigger, but it could be the wall looks a bit thinner So I'm going to get my vernier and I'll be back.
More moments later.
So where was I? Vernier. Got my vernier now. I just want to see this hole size. Okay, so before we get on, I've just been online. I've ordered 2 5,000s, 1 3,000, 1 7,000. The reason being, I looked across between this car and the MP9, and people seem to have like cross between 7,000, from 7,000 right down to 3,000, in that range. So I just took the average. So my first average was 5,000, and they seem to have near enough, not much difference between the front and the center diff. Some people have 5,000, 3,000, and one guy's got 1,500 at the back. So, and then you've got like a professional with an MP9 that does like 6,000, 6,000, 4,000. There's always dropping 2 down. So I've gone 5,000, 5,000, 3,000. And then what I had an idea is I could do 7,000, 7,000, 5,000 at the back to stiffen the whole lot. So I bought 2 5,000s and I bought 1 3,000, 1 7,000. So I've got that combination of range. And then if I want to really tune it in, then I can buy like a 6,000 or a 4,000 and play about that way. But just as a baseline, I've just bought those ones to sort of do that as a baseline. I think I need to get the thicker oil, because another part that's coming is with these gears, they've only got one set of bevel gears. They don't have 2 sets, they only have 1 set. That I've learnt. You know what? You could have upgraded this. I doubt it very much though, because they feel very loose. It's very light. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to drive. I'm very scared of using 1 set. I'd rather have the 2 sets. So it's got 4 gears as a spider in a diff, and then drive it, because it's just so much more reliable and stronger. I think in my Mad Force I had just 1 set and it just destroyed the gears, and after that you just can't just do anything, you know what I mean? I don't think it's enough, to be honest. So I've bought another set of bevel gears for the front and rear. When they come, I'll take the diffs out and put the thicker oil in at the same time. So that's coming in the next, it should be here tomorrow actually. Should be here tomorrow. So I'm just going to measure these collets. So that is, yeah, 3.72. Oh, and that's 3.77. So they're a little bit bigger. Yeah, that makes a hell of a lot of difference. So what I'm going to swap them around. I'm going to put these ones in the car and take these ones out and keep them as spares, just in case I get desperate. I can put them in there and they'll run fine until I order some more. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to lock tight these screws in. Oh yeah, and these diffs are the correct diffs. I don't know what these come with. I'm trying to find a picture to see if these diffs are the same, or someone might have put these ones in. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, we're going to take these out, swap them around. These have got screws in the back, so they're pretty good. They should be nylock screws. That's why I was thinking of changing these to cap heads and putting nylock screws on the back so they don't back out. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double check that, and if not, I might put some Loctite in there and see about these. So that's what we're going to do with the front end. The rear end, we're not going to do anything with it. No, rear end is fine. We don't need to really do anything like that. It's just all the front end. So I'm going to do this quickly and then go to bed, because it's very late. Just thought I'd stop the video. I put the new ones in and look at that. Absolutely no movement whatsoever. That has made a big difference. Big difference. If I could put the old ones back in and show you the difference in play, it's night and day. So I've just Loctited that in. Let's put this back in if we can get it back in. Yeah. So that's got a nylock on it now, so that's not going to back out. And I can take some spare nylocks. So that's got nylock in and a cap head screw. So I'm really happy with that. Oh yeah, look. I'm just proper happy with that. No play whatsoever. So let's go ahead and do the right side. So I just thought I'd stop the video again. I've Loctite that grub screw that holds this shaft in. I'm actually gonna check this one and Loctite this one, so peace of mind, because it's a used car and I don't actually know how far that person's gone, even though I kind of trust the person. But yeah, see, it's undone a little bit, so I'm actually gonna leave it as it is and just reapply some Loctite and put it in there for just a peace of mind that I know I've done it. Plenty of Loctite on there. Just put that back in. Could be a little bit too much. What I do plan to get a little blowtorch. I've got one of these big blowtorches like I used for the engines, but I realised I don't really need a big one like that. Actually, it was for the car when I was doing the ball joints on the car, and I realised I used one of those big old school ones. Now I realise that you kind of really don't always need it. These are the correct ones. That's for the track as well. Yeah, so keep that there. So that is so much night and day. Let's see what it's like with a wheel on. This has got a lot more movement in there, so you can see it on the ground now. It's hardly got any movement. It's got that movement. Before it was like proper loose, like you'd thought like there was definitely something wrong, but that's 100 times better. Yeah, that's 100 times better. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to put the fuel tank back and wait for my bevel gears to probably turn up tomorrow. Whether I'm gonna open them up and then wait for the shock oil on Tuesday, I'm not too sure, because possibly I could take this out now. No, I'm not going to take it out because I'm scared of the gears. Because if I wreck the gears, that means I go back to one gear and have to order it again. I'm actually going to change this fuel tube because it just seems very hard to actually see it, and I'm just going to have a look online just to see what the length of that fuel tube is meant to be, what the specs say, and then when I go to put the clear one on there, I think I might do the hyper way where they do it like it comes out of here, goes round here, fuel filter, and then comes all the way here and goes into there. and then do this one into there, because of the fact that they always say if it goes upside down it runs longer in the tube. So I'm going to go ahead with that and cut that just there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to cut it there. I think cut it there. Let's take a little bit more off. And then if you want it to lay flat, just twist it. Okay, that's it. Set all this up. Moved all of these. Adjusted this one and that one for the foot on brakes, and now it's all loose. And then when I put the brakes on, it's super tight. This is opening full throttle like it wasn't before. And also I put the longer range in the thing. You've got two settings on this thing. If you pull this back, it's like more for forward and reverse, like you get a longer range in the reverse. But because I want a shorter range in it, I want a longer range in acceleration, like you're on track, you can have this at your half throttle. That's proper half throttle, that's proper full throttle. It's a longer range, but you have a shorter range brake, which is good for me because the brakes are kind of on and off. Do you know what I mean? It's on, you touch them to slow down really. You don't really need progressive because it kind of works, but sometimes it doesn't. Like I need very small touch with the brake. I don't need to do much. It's like a little bit, and it's a little bit on. There's not much I need to do with that, and then forwards just lock. So I've got less range on the reverse, but more range on the throttle, which I want. So that's good. Let me turn that off, and I just double check. Oh, actually, fail safe. Oh, I think you got to do it like that. Then I take you got to do it. Put it in brake, and then it flashes. There you go. Yep, that's locked. That's it. Nice. Okay, that's it, people. We are going to leave it for that for now. I feel a bit weird staying up this late. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and click on the bell for any more videos. Let it soak in, and thanks for watching. Laters.